Hey y'all, this is Nina Stevens. I was tagged by Grandma Rose to answer 5 questions. I just love Grandma Rose. I actually met her in Wiggins, Mississippi when I went for the Deep South Homestead gathering. It was a pretty fun time that I had. But today is a very rainy day, and my partner in crime and I are barbecuing some burgers and some ribs and some sausage. I have been under the weather today, so I'm not freaking cooking. So Grandma Rose tagged me in these questions, and the first question is, why do you garden? I have found that if you think, well, personally I like fresh homegrown vegetables. I like to be able to walk outside and be able to pick a vegetable that I have put the sweat equity into and eat that right out of my garden. And I've found that if you don't do the work, if you don't put the time in to learn what works for you and what doesn't, you can read all the books that you want, you can watch all the videos that you want, but if you don't put the time in to learn what's going to work for you, you will not have vegetables when you need them. I believe that our country is headed back to before all of technology came. I think that if you don't know how to go out and grow something from nothing, that you're going to be seriously lacking and you're going to be left behind. So that is why I garden. I like to be able to take care of myself, take care of my family, whether that's blood kin or the family that I've built. I think that being able to take care of my family is of the utmost importance. So the question number 2 is, how long have you gardened? Well, a very long time. Even before I had kids, I grew up in the country, and we always had a garden. And when my kids were little, one of my favorite memories of all time was me and 3 kids. We lived in a little rinky-dink trailer, and I had a garden, and I had a chocolate lab at that time as well. Her name was Kissy. And I got to looking for my daughter. She was probably 4 years old, maybe. And I got looking for her, and she was outside. I walked outside looking for her, and I found her sitting between the rows of my garden. She would pick a cucumber off the vine, and my dog Kissy was there with her, and she would pick a cucumber off the vine. She would break that cucumber in half, and she would eat half, and she would feed half to Kissy. So I've had a garden for a very long time, and I probably always will. Gardening is a evolving skill. The change of the seasons that we are experiencing tells me that you have to evolve your way of thinking and problem solve your way of thinking, because this year the heat and the extreme temperatures in my area caused my garden to suffer. So that is something that will be different going forward. I think that there needs to be a change made to keep up with Mother Nature. Whether it's man-made or not, I don't care. If my vegetables don't grow, then that's an issue for me. So my determination to figure out what works will continue, and I will do it again. So the next question is, what do you grow? I grow vegetables, I grow medicinal herbs, I even grow flowers. I think that experimenting with growing different things, I've grown some new vegetables, tried some different things that's new. They didn't work this year, but that does not mean that I'm going to give up. So I grow a lot of different things. If I don't eat it, I don't grow it. I think that's important because of the amount of work. When you have demands on your time, like I do with the job, being able to not waste time growing something that you don't eat is important to me. So I only grow what I eat. If I don't eat it, I don't grow it. Number 4 is, what do you love to grow? What's your favorite thing to grow? So my favorite vegetable to grow is zucchini. And the reason why is because of the versatility of that vegetable. It can be made so many different ways, and the nutritional value of that vegetable. It can be substituted for meat. It can be substituted for starchy vegetables. It's easy to grow. So I think that's my favorite thing. That and medicinal herbs. Those are my favorite things to grow. So question number 5 is, why do you YouTube? That's an interesting question. Why do I YouTube? Well, it started out a way for me to connect. As many of you know, I work from home, so my exposure to population is limited. So I found that through my YouTubing, I've been able to connect with people that are not in my area, and form lifelong friendships with those people. And it started out also a way, when Spicy started his YouTube channel, it was a way for us to connect and keep in touch besides talking on the phone. It's different when you can see your child and know that they are okay. So I YouTube for that reason as well. And then one day, after I'm gone, maybe, my grandkids will, hopefully they'll have access to YouTube, and they'll be able to know what I was about and my values on things. So it's a chronological recording of my life and the way that I handle situations, not having a significant other to depend on. I've only got my own judgment, my own gut to trust, and I also YouTube for the other ladies out there that are in the same situation, to know that it's difficult, yes, but not impossible. So that's why I YouTube. So I'm supposed to tag 3 other people in this tag, but honestly, I don't know who has not done this. So my tag is going to be open. If you feel like you would like to do a response to this video, I would welcome that. I don't know who's done it and who hasn't, so I'm kind of late on the uptake on this. But if you want to do a response, I would welcome that. So thank you, Grandma Rose, for tagging me in this video. I hope you enjoyed my thought out responses. So that's it for me, and until next time, I'll see you later.